Elizabeth Dreams deeply desires to spread the love for family to all the corners of Nigeria and indeed to the ends of the world, because love and family are the best things that can happen to anyone in this life. And so today, we're going to be choosing between Mr. Right and Mr. Ready, and between Lady Right and Lady Ready. So if you're a man searching for a wife, who should you be looking for? The woman who is right for you, or the woman who is ready for you? And if you're a woman searching for a husband, who should you be looking for? The man who is right for you, or the man who is ready for you? Let's find out. Welcome back. For those who would choose right over ready, I would advise you to not concentrate only on checking if your intended spouse is right for you. What if you are not right for your intended spouse? It's kind of like the current ideology in job interviews. Job seekers are not to let employers have all the say, checking which candidate is right for their organization. If you go to a job interview, learn to ask your interviewers a series of questions to also ascertain if they are right for you, because truth is, some companies don't deserve the workers they've got. Same thing applies to dating relationships. Whether you're a man or a woman, don't go about only checking if your intended spouse is right for you. You should also be checking if you are right for your intended spouse. Because you see, if you luckily meet a golden personality, the kind of character I call the scarce angelic being, and you know you have a not so kind personality yourself, please be kind enough to let that luck pass you by, because you know deep down that you don't deserve this person. When you meet such a person, someone you know is too good for you, please leave them alone and go find your match. Do not seize their opportunity to find a better person, someone that would give them the amazing love experience they truly deserve. For starters, you save love for everyone, because in letting the wonderful person go find their match, you're reinforcing people's belief in love. And secondly, you marrying your match, someone like you get to learn a lot as you go, which makes you a better person in the long run. No hard feelings, no shaming, just teaching us proper relationship mathematics. Minus times minus equals plus, meaning if you know you've got a not so wonderful personality, you are irrational, naturally suspicious and insecure, immature in mind, paranoid, naggy, temperamental, violent, untrustworthy, the list goes on. If you know you have any of those attributes that can shake the foundations of marital relationships, please go look for someone who has equal of any or a combination of those characteristics, so both of you can teach yourselves restraint. You should tell yourself the simple truth of who you really are. That's your first step towards finding a good spouse match. So I'm saying it again, don't go about only checking if your intended spouse is right for you. You need to also check if you are right for your intended spouse. We are rescuing love here, people. True love is a wonderful thing to have. Alright, welcome back to our main topic. Should you ultimately be looking for the right person or the ready person? Before we can answer that question, you need to answer this one first. How do you know someone is right for you? If you type that question into Google, how do you know someone is right for you? You will find tons of answers. All of the answers list excellent qualities that are in this world, qualities we want to see in other people but rarely have in ourselves. Examples of those qualities: they have integrity, they make you feel good about yourself, they are a good listener, you have similar core values with the person, good communication even when you disagree, you're not afraid of them, they fit into your family and friendship circle. And I wonder, like a missing puzzle piece, what if a friend of yours or a family member doesn't like them? What if the person has a couple of these qualities, but not all? Are they still right for you? Surely no one can ever have all these qualities completely, can they? What happens to people who have done their homework very well and have read these pages off of the internet? They then play their cards really well just to get you hooked. Will they still be right for you when their true personality manifests, whenever that is? The integrity one stood out to me in a flash. When can you vouch for someone else's integrity without the fear of making a mistake? In my previous video, I told you a real-life story where a woman hid from her husband of 20 years marriage the fact that she already had a daughter before they got married, and the husband died without knowing his wife had a child before he met her. There goes your integrity. Sometimes you will never know what people don't want you to know. And the really crafty ones, they get away with it. If you are someone who are talkative, you never shut up. Would you seriously task your intended spouse with being a good listener to your non-stop chatter? Because some of us don't usually know when to stop, and so we end up asking too much of those who love us. Now the big questions. What if you find someone who is right for you by all standards, but they are not ready for you? And by the side, there is someone who is ready for you, but not completely right for you. What would you do? Are you going to wait for the right person to be ready for you? Or are you going to go with the ready person in the hopes that they are sufficient even with not being right? What would you do? $1 million question right there. What if you meet someone who is gold inside but puts up all the opposite attitudes outwardly because of the rough experiences they've had just to protect themselves? They are cold, withdrawn, uncommunicating, thus difficult to understand, with unconventional ideologies about loving. They are afraid to crawl out of their shell lest they get dumped a second or perhaps a third time. They want to be sure you are who you say you are before they reveal their heart of gold. Would you be able to recognize such a person from the onset and patiently walk through the revelation processes with them until you are able to harvest their golden heart for yourself? If you think this is hard work, try marrying a mismatch. Then you will know that heaven and hell start from this world. When I researched how to know that someone is right for you, I came across a Quora response that I liked so much. It says, "You never know. You take a risk, make a choice, and go with it, and hope that your good sense and instinct stay true to it." The contributor of that Quora response goes on to narrate how she married her best friend, a lesson to all those who say they would like to marry their best friend. This lady says she dated that best friend of hers for 11 years and they eventually got married, but they got divorced within their first year of marriage because she caught her husband cheating on her with several other women. Tell me, if you can't trust your best friend of 11 years with your life and your heart, who else are you going to trust? So how do you know that someone is right for you? The truth is, you never know. You take a risk, make a choice, and go with it and hope. And hope that your good sense and instinct stay true to it. I've just borrowed that Quora response. If you've learned something so far from this video, consider liking and sharing it. Please subscribe to this channel. It will be very encouraging. With this, we come to the end of the first half of this topic. Stay tuned for the second half. Welcome back to Dizubu Dreams, where we work with you to make your marriage dreams a reality. Next up, we'll be looking at how to know someone is ready for you and then see which to choose. You're free to make projections in the comments and tell us which you would choose, the right person or the ready person. If you're looking to get married, but you're having a difficult time finding the one, we're here to help. Tell us the kind of spouse you're looking for and we'll connect you with someone you'd love. Now let's see how to know someone is ready for you. A simple Google search reveals this about a ready spouse. They make you a priority. You are number one on their list in everything they do. I'm already loving this. They've gained emotional maturity, meaning they have healed from past traumas and are ready to focus completely on you. Their actions are consistent with their words because they are ready for you. Whatever they say they will do, they will do. They are all in and all out for you. They show commitment and they make plans with you in mind. So it's just like their entire world revolves around you. They make visible effort to keep the relationship steady. That would include talking and listening when they notice you need these things and backing off when they see you want to be left alone. They compromise. This is a sweet one for me because this is where you get someone who isn't so right for you but are seriously ready for you to adjust to your rhythm. Because they are ready for you, they will trim down their excesses that they know make you unhappy. All that they want is for you to be happy. What's better than that? They show you off to their family and friends regardless of what anyone thinks. And they don't mind if anyone in your family or friendship circle dislikes them, if you don't mind. Their primary focus is you. If you're okay, they're okay. How cool is that? Placed side by side, here is what you get. Looking at the comparison already reveals which is best between the two, don't you think? For one thing, almost all of the qualities of the right spouse focus on who the person naturally is, which you can't fully know until very many years into the marriage. That's if you're lucky. For some, they don't ever get to fully know who their spouse really is. How do you measure integrity? Some people find out later in life that their spouse has been hiding one secret or the other. I mean, who doesn't have a secret? There goes your integrity. But looking at the ready spouse, you find that all the qualities focus on the actions of the person, current actions that you can observe and assess, regardless of who they really are. The ready spouse focuses on making honest efforts to be with you, and that includes making sincere changes to their lifestyle. Note at honest changes. This does not include someone making fake promises of change or just faking a change when you're around. The beautiful thing is, if you find a person who is ready for you and you are able to key into their readiness, both of you will take off on very solid grounds, and that will take you a long way into your marriage. When you treat such a person right from day one, they will grow on you and return that favor in 100 folds. Here's the ugly truth. No one is right for anyone. You may find someone who can give you super love experience, but he no dey complete. He still dey get comma somewhere because we're all human. Seriously, only a few are completely right for marriage, but so many can be ready. Your intended spouse might not be right for you. Worse, you might not even be right for them. But if both of you are ready for each other, ready to make it work, ready to give your union your absolute best, ready to rewrite your histories together, ready to go all in and all the way, I tell you, that's the perfect marriage right there. All you've got to ask them is, are you ready for me? That's why Dizzy Dreams is here to help find those who are not only aspiring to be right for you, but are also ready, very ready and eager to walk this earth hand in hand with you. Tell us the kind of spouse you want, and we'll link you up someone that fits. Let us help you find your special person. Get in touch with us today. We're excited to get you married sooner than you imagine. Kindly like and share this video if you think it's going to help someone you know. Subscribe to our channel to encourage us to post more tips that would help your loved ones get married soon. Until next time, live love.